10 amazing details you missed in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer. Let's get into it. When the trailer starts with the pop-up saying "Meanwhile in another universe," the words switch to Spanish and Hindi for a split second, possibly hinting at Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, and Paviter Prabhakar, Spider-Man India, being in the film. When Gwen is opening the portal to get to Miles, we can see a Spider-Man comic floating around, and if you take a closer look at it, you can see that it says "Save the Multiverse," and now what? Which alludes to the fact that Miles did save the multiverse, but now the audience, and more importantly Miles himself, are thinking, what's next for him? Which we're going to find out in the movie. As soon as Miles is shown, you can clearly see something is different about him. At first, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I realized that he's grown up a bit. It seems like it's maybe been a year or two since Into the Spider-Verse happened, and you can especially tell he's gotten older when you look at shots like this and this. When Miles runs to the window to follow Gwen, the world looks a lot different than it did in Into the Spider-Verse. It immediately reminded me of Gwen's Earth, which looks a lot more vibrant and ethereal. Maybe it's just an artistic choice, or maybe there's a deeper meaning. When Miles suits up, it's a new and updated suit. It looks very similar to the suit he has in the Marvel Spider-Man 2 trailer, and it looks similar to his new comic suit, especially with the red going down his arms. One of the first things we see when Miles exits the portal is the word Moombahton, which might be where Paviter is from. We also see what looks like Hindi for the action bubbles rather than English, which is a cool touch, since it definitely seems like he's in India. Another Spider-Person comes through a portal chasing Miles, and that person is Miguel O'Hara, also known as Spider-Man 2099. He is from Earth 928 and he was born in the late 21st century, hence the name Spider-Man 2099. I would guess that he's trying to get to Miles because he needs help, and will serve as an older brother figure just like Peter B. Parker did in Into the Spider-Verse. After Miguel grabs Miles, he has some type of device on his arm that allows him to travel across the Spider-Verse, and on that device it says 928, which is the Earth where he's from. I wonder why he's taking Miles to his home. Maybe something's going on there and he needs Miles' help to fix it. While Miles and Miguel are tumbling on the freeway, if you look to the left, you can see the words Rapture in red. Rapture is a highly addictive drug that apparently is addictive for life. In the comics, Miguel was working for a company called Alchemax, and he left, so the VP of Alchemax spiked his drink with Rapture to try to force him to keep working for them. Instead, Miguel worked to restore his DNA, but the process was sabotaged and his DNA ended up getting spliced with a spider, thus giving him some spider powers and curing his Rapture addiction. At the end of the trailer, when the full title is revealed, the words Part 1 written in graffiti pop up on screen. I've been wondering, does that mean that this will be a two-part movie, or does it just mean that this is part 1 of the trailer? I think that would be amazing if this movie was split in two parts. The more Spider-Verse, the better. Did you guys find anything that I missed in the trailer? Let me know in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.